They're shouting at Froch in his corner to box, box. Just work on the jab and do that. Work behind your boxing skills. Don't get into that macho brawl. There's a little bit of a skirmish on the other side of the Atlantic later on tonight. It's going to have to go some to match this.
You know, you really couldn't blame Froch for getting on his bike and boxing his way in this last round. He must know he's a couple of rounds up, but still he goes for the knockout. Still he forces Pascal to fight, to stand and trade.
The chants and the songs begin. Is this to be the man who is to become the dominant figure in this division, just as Joe Calzaghe has been? Referee telling Froch off for pulling his man down. I'm not sure that's justified. I think there might have been as much tiredness from Pascal, who's really lurching forward and leaning into his shots now.
Yeah, both boxers now's faces show the scars of battle, but it's Froch who's putting in a grandstand finish.
Pascal has displayed tremendous bravery and great credit here, has fought superbly at times, and if he is to have lost, he's young enough to come again. But that's how we see it, remember. You'll have your own idea watching at home, and it all depends on the judges. 1 minute to go, less.
Pascal much more tired than Froch. They're both desperately tired, both sucking it up. But for me, Froch just winning this last round, just willing himself on.
7,000 people will rise in acclamation of this in the closing seconds as the two end the fight as they began, winging in colossal shots, somehow managing to force themselves forward and throw yet more. This has not been the prettiest fight, but it's in its way, this has been a classic. What a fight! Punches after the bell. Both men believe they could have won it. Team Pascal celebrates, the Froch team celebrates, and all around the Trent FM arena, every single person is on their feet, applauding something which from the world of boxing was very, very special indeed. What a superb fight. Breathtaking fight.
Well, the crowd are shouting easy, but it was anything but easy. Froch has had to work really extremely hard for victory.
We don't know yet,
well,
Duke.
No,
we don't know.
We don't. I believe he's won. That's just my opinion. But I just think that, you know, he done so well from about round 8 on. He pulled it out. He's shown a champion's heart.
He's being congratulated by his promoter, Mick Hennessy, as Carl Froch, and now being hugged by his brother and the other brother. Great family scene. They think they've done enough. And others making their way up. That's his mum who's got onto the ring apron now. There'll be a few celebrations, and that's the lady of Carl Froch's life. Pascal waving to the crowd, drawing the jeers. He thinks he's won it. He's certainly got no disgrace in defeat if he has been vanquished here. And Carl Froch, what a performance. He has proved emphatically for me that he is in every sense the genuine article. Barry McGuigan has it by 4 rounds for Carl Froch. There are a few rounds where I wouldn't like to separate them. There's so many people up there. That's Mum. She's happy. She thinks that her proud son is now world champion. Carl Froch must have won that last round. Final score from Duke McKenzie, we'll give you that in a moment. Barry's given it by 4 rounds to Carl Froch, and Duke has got it by 5. 5 rounds for Carl Froch, for Duke McKenzie. Are we to have a new British world champion? And in just a moment, I think the scorecards now have been collated, and I think we can go into the ring, and now we can find out who is the new WBC champion of the world. Froch thinks it's him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Judge Tommy Kazmarek scores it 118 to 110. Judge Aurelio Cuevas scores it 117 to 111. And Judge Predrag Alexic scores it 116 to 112. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision and the new WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World from Nottingham.
He has got it. Carl Froch, the new WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, and the judges gave it 1 by 8 rounds, 1 by 6 and 1 by 4. And that fight is why we all love boxing. When you rejoin us here at the FM Arena, we will battle our way and try and get a world with the new champion of the world. We have a new world boxing champion. His name is Carl Froch. He's the new WBC Super Middleweight Champion after an unbelievable fight against Jean Pascal. That belt round your waist, Carl. You've dreamed of that since you were 9 years of age.
This is unbelievable, the WBC champion. To be honest, when I turned professional, I never really had the WBC title in my sights. I wanted to take one goal at a time. First of all, the British, Commonwealth. I missed out on the European, the guy wouldn't fight me. And then obviously the WBC was my next goal. And to come here and win the WBC in front of me, his hometown fans in Nottingham, it's unbelievable, and I'm elated.
How tough was your opponent tonight, Jean Pascal, the Canadian?
You've got to give Jean Pascal every credit. He came here tonight undefeated, and he came and he had a go, and he was here to win. He wasn't here to lie down. I caught him with some really, really sweet, hard, accurate shots. I've hurt my hand on the top of his head. No problems. I know when it's broken, it's not broke. So there's no excuses for not finishing. This guy was world class, top quality opponent, and I did very well to outclass him, which I feel I did.
It was a spellbinding fight for everybody watching on ITV1. Those first 3 rounds, I mean, almost shades of Hagler-Hearns there.
That's an honour for you to say that. But yeah, I did feel like I caught him early cold in the first round, and like the warrior I am and the finisher I am, I went in there and I just thought I better keep this cool because this kid's tough. I don't want to blow a gasket in round 1. So I kept my composure, used my experience, and just picked off and won the first 2 or 3 rounds quite comfortably without going too mad.
Your man here in your corner, Robert McCracken, was going absolutely crackers at you because you weren't boxing, but you were giving us all a fight that very few people will forget in a hurry.
Rob wants me to box because he knows what boxing skills I've got. I can outbox anybody with my long jab. And Robert McCracken's come here tonight, and if I can just say something with the interview, I'd like to dedicate this fight to Christine McCracken. She passed away earlier this week, and it's very sad, and that's Robert's mother. So he's come here today, and I'd like to dedicate that fight to her.
You've done that, and obviously Robert, our condolences on that, but give us your assessment of it, what your man did for you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 7 months since Carl boxed. I think maybe a little bit too long, but Carl's a fantastic talent. We said it from day one. Everyone became believers after a couple of years, and that was the icing on the cake because that was a fantastic opponent in Jean Pascal. But Carl Froch is the best super middleweight in the world, and everybody knows it now, but we always knew it.
And just a final one for you. The Trade Paper Boxing News said superstardom beckons now for Carl Froch. You won't disagree with that, will you?
I won't disagree with that. I've got the best promoter in the world. I've got the best trainer in the world, Mick Hennessy, Robert McCracken. We've got a fantastic team, and we want to take over the world and bring unified belts back here to Nottingham in front of this fantastic crowd. Thanks very much to everyone for coming.